Hey, what's up my friend? Keala Kanae here, and in this quick video, I'm gonna share with you 4 things that you absolutely must do every single week if you're gonna crush it as a business owner, so hang with me up until the very end. Right now, today, you can make a decision that changes your life and go out there and get what you came here for. All right, so in this quick video, I'm gonna share with you 4 things that I do personally every week to continue to crush it in business, right? And just in case you're new to the channel, over the last about 3.5 years, we've done over $60 million in sales, just to give you an idea of what I mean by, let's go freaking crush it, right? Now, before I get into the content really quick, I just want to remind you that if you like this video and you like the content, you're liking the content of this channel, then make sure that you at least take the time to click like on the video, right? It just supports the channel so that I can continue to create more content like this to support you and your business. And of course, by all means, please drop a comment down below. Let me know what you liked about the video, what other content you'd like me to create, what other questions you have about business or success or fulfillment or life or whatever that you'd like me to speak on. Drop a comment down below. And absolutely subscribe to the channel and join the bell squad. Click that little bell notification and make sure you get notified for all the future content that we release. Now, let's go ahead and dive in. What are the 4 things that we absolutely must do every single week in order to crush it in business? So number 1, KPIs, right? This is one of those things that I see most business owners, most of my friends or people that I meet at events that come up to me and say, Keala, you scaled your business to 7 figures a month, multiple 7 figures a month. How do I do it? What happened? I got stuck somewhere. What do I need to change? And I'll go sit with them and talk with them. And this is one of the major things that I see drop is that even if they have some KPIs, which most business owners will have some, they're not tracking enough things to ensure the longevity of their business. So in KPIs, and by the way, we'll link to another video somewhere around here where I talk about KPIs in depth. But KPIs, to give you an example, in my marketing team, just in my marketing department, we have both undercarriage and dashboard KPIs. Again, I talk about what that is in some other video, okay? In other words, we know what is every lead costing us, what is every lead worth, what is our customer acquisition cost, what is our lifetime customer value, what are our landing pages converting at, what is our conversion rate per funnel, what is our conversion rate per front end to every front end product that we have and the funnels that are related to that, what is our email open rate, what is our SMS click rate. We know all of those things. In sales, we know what is every appointment worth, what is every call worth, what is the average conversion rate on a phone call, what was the average buyer buy at the end of a phone call, all of these things. In my operations and fulfillment, we're looking at, what is our net promoter score? What is our ticket response time? And so much more, right? So we know every week we are looking at our KPIs. We have a KPI meeting between me and my executives, and we are strictly going through line by line items of the top level KPIs and making sure that those are on track for us to hit our goals. And if they're not, then we're looking at the undercarriage KPIs to see why those are not on track to hit our goals. So KPIs, critically important every single week if you're gonna crush it in business. Number 2, SWOT, right? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. You may have heard this before. Strengths, what are we doing well? What are we doing great? What should we potentially do more of because it's working for us and it's driving the business forward? What are our weaknesses? What are the things that we're not doing well? What are the things that maybe we should cut off and stop doing because it's dragging the business down? What are our opportunities? What are some of the opportunities that exist in our marketplace where that we could potentially capitalize on? Maybe it's a new product. Maybe it's acquiring a competitor. Maybe it's buying somebody else's database of your potential prospects. Maybe it's a JV, whatever it might be, right? What are the opportunities that exist for you and your business? And finally, threats, both externally and internally. What are the threats from the market, from the economy, from current market situations in your industry? What are other companies that are maybe trying to vie for your position? And both internally as well, right? So as an example, is there somebody on your team who is so valuable to your team that if they quit or, God forbid, something happened to them, if something happened to them or they left your company, it would severely hurt your ability to grow and continue to move forward. It would leave a gaping hole in your business. If so, that's a threat, right? And you're gonna have to make sure that you're hiring somebody on who's learning how to take some things off that person's plate so that you can backfill that position if that person leaves. Naturally, over time, you're going to create people who are worth so much to the company that it's going to hurt if they go. And that's both a blessing and a curse. So Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Every single week, my executive team and I meet to talk about these two things. We have a 1 hour to 90-minute meeting where we talk strictly KPIs and SWOT. What are our numbers? What are they reporting? Are we on track to hit our goals? Yeah, if yes, great. If not, why not? And then SWOT. What are our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats that are happening in the business right now? What are some of the things that we need to capitalize on long term and short term? What are our threats, long term and short term? And we're making sure that we have optics on that so that we can drive the business forward, right? Number 3, leadership. There's another one that I see a lot of people drop the ball on, right? Is that, are you learning to become a better leader for your team? Listen, you're only going to be able to drive your team and drive your company to the degree that you're a remarkable leader. Nobody gives a shit about your goals and your vision and making you richer. Nobody gives a shit about that on your team. They need to know what is your vision and how are you conveying it to them in terms of the things that they value in their life so that they wake up every day driven from within to go and help you fulfill your vision. Great leaders know how to communicate that to their people. Think about great politicians. What do? Great politicians who make people freaking manic and crazy every election year. What are they doing? They're essentially casting a vision for the future of the country and telling people, explaining it to people in a way that they can see themselves being a part of that vision. And that's what creates that manic behavior, when it's just irrationally following some leader because of some vision that they have. If you are not learning how to become a great leader, right? And I'm not talking about just being able to dig through the numbers, not talking about just being able to identify SWOT, but leader meaning you have the ability to move and influence people. If you are not learning how to become a great leader, your business is eventually going to stagnate, stumble, fall, and potentially deteriorate over time. Okay, so that was number 3, leadership, and number 4, training. All right, number 4, training. Are you training your team every week? So for me, I meet with my executive team once a week so I meet with them once a week on KPIs and SWOT, and then I meet with each of them every week for a one-to-one. The purpose of my one-to-one is, yes, for them to bring up to me concerns, challenges that they're facing, different maybe obstacles that have stepped in the way of them achieving the goals that we have for their department. All that stuff, that's good too. But it's also about training them. It's also about them helping them to see the bigger vision of the company. If they can't see it, the people on the ground aren't going to see it, right? So it's also about training them to see the bigger vision of the company, to see how this one decision can cascade out, for months, potentially even years, and change the scope of the business. It's training them to be better leaders themselves, because me being a great leader, I'm not going to be sitting on the ground, on the front lines, digging in with customer support, answering tickets every day. I don't have the time to do that to run a company, right? Not good, bad, right, wrong. It just is. I'm not better than or less than. It just is. I'm playing a different role. I can't be there on the front lines every single day, but my leaders are. So they need to know how to be a great leader too. So I'm working with them on being great leaders, being more influential, being able to cast the vision to their teams, being able to get their teams to buy into what it is that they're trying to accomplish. I'm becoming a better leader so I can train them to become better leaders so that our strengths, so that we can capitalize on our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And we know that we're doing that because our KPIs say so. Those are your 4 things that you do every single week if you want to continue to crush it in your business and grow a 7 or 8 figure. If you want to add another 0 or add another comma, here's your 4 things every week. I hope you got some value out of that video. Remember, drop a comment down below. Let me know, what did you like about this video? What do you need more clarity on? Drop a comment. Let me know how else I can help you. And at the very, very least, like the video, because you obviously liked it if you stayed this far. Like the video, and then subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you'll be reminded whenever I release new content. We're releasing new content every single week. So I look forward to seeing you in another video, my friend. Take care.